Okay, so this is my notes for 2017 kruschiki making. I think I kind of have it down this year, so this is notes to myself. So the first thing is the dough, it turns out, has to be pretty plastic, which is to say stretches like crazy and still holds together. The recipe that I used that I liked the best was from Genius Kitchen, and it has 5 yolks of egg, no whites. Other than that, it's a pretty standard recipe, and I am using the sour cream this year. So you got to make sure it does rest. All the recipes say that because that's how you get the nice plastic. When you roll it out, really make it as thin as possible. It should be like a really thin tortilla, maybe even, thinner. So like half a tortilla, just the thinnest one. Because the Mexican tortillas, when they make them really thin, that's how they get crispiest. Okay, when you are making the actual thing itself, the slit size should be pretty reasonable, because if it's too short, you end up bending everything out of shape and it doesn't make a good form. So what we're talking about is, remember, one goes from the top and around, and the other one goes from the bottom. That gives you, so it doesn't unfold. And then what to do is make sure you just sort of budge the two together so you get these nice little ends. That makes it look like a bow tie, because these are bow tie cookies, and it keeps all the curls in the center. Now let's go over here to the oil. Now when you flop it in, that's great, and it should be bubbling nicely. Now these all have been in almost a little bit for too long because I've been talking about making a video. Now you notice they've all stopped bubbling. That's bad. So what we really want is we want to keep turning them while they continue bubbling, because that means there's still some, ooh, this one's overdone, a little overdone there. So let's get them out. As long as it's still bubbling on the side that it's down, you do want to keep it in. Now, I'm finding that the best temperature is on the lowish side of around 325, a little bit higher. And you want to just, if you're getting too brown, then you want to drop the temperature because it's cooking too fast and burning. And if it's not crisp, and it should be crispy enough. Now, you do want to sample them occasionally. Now, this one came untied because I wasn't really pushing my edges in that well. But this is a much nicer looking one. This one's kind of malformed, but it's a little closer. I didn't get the tie on this end. This one's a little more nominal. So remember also, when you're putting your sugar on, don't just sprinkle it with your hands. The best way to do it is, especially while it's still a little moist with the oil, just use the bag and sort of dip it and roll it like that. That way you get a nice even coating of sugar without any too many lumps or anything like that. Okay, and that's kruschiki. Thank you very much. 2017.